How should you apply sunscreen? Are tinted sunscreens good for daily use?
On today's video, we'll be answering your questions about sunscreens.
We're going to tell you everything you want to know, so stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Iara.
I'm Joana, and we're cosmetics experts at Care to Beauty.
We believe that sunscreen is a key step in any skincare routine, and we try to influence everyone to use it and to use it right. But we know there are still some queries about this topic.
We asked you to share any questions you might have about sunscreens on our social media in our latest video, and it turns out you had a lot of questions.
So in this video, we're going to attempt to answer all of your questions and clear up any queries you might have, so that you can use sunscreen correctly and make sure you're always protected. And our first question is, what sunscreen should I use? This might be the trickiest part when it comes to sunscreens, finding the right one for you. Don't worry, we've got you covered.
When selecting a sunscreen, keep an eye out for these key factors. Select an SPF 30 or higher, prefer water-resistant formulas, go for sunscreens that won't sting your eyes, and look for textures that you enjoy applying.
It is also important to figure out which formulas meet your skin needs or have features that are important to you, such as fragrance-free, tinted, dark skin friendly, blue light protection, etc.
Our next question is, can sunscreen expire?
This is a great question and a very important one. Yes, sunscreen does expire and becomes less effective, so it might not provide the protection you need. Make sure you always check the expiration date and replace your sunscreen when necessary.
The product can either have a specific expiration date with month and year, or a period after opening, which represents the number of months a product can safely be used after opening. In cases where the product has both, you should respect the shortest date.
So it might be time to throw out the sunscreen you still have from last year.
Now we have one of the most important questions. How should you apply sunscreen?
Sunscreen is supposed to be applied, above all, every day.
Yes, you heard it right, every single day.
Even on cloudy days, even during winter, and even if you stay indoors but have windows, which I'm guessing you have. And this also answers one of the most frequent questions, which is if you need to wear sunscreen indoors.
Besides, it is crucial you apply the right amount, 2 to 3 fingers of product for the face, neck and ears. And remember to apply sunscreen on neglected areas such as the eye contour and lips.
Last but not least, if you're going to be exposed to the sun, reapply your sunscreen frequently, every 2 hours and after swimming or sweating. Moving on to our next question. Can you apply sunscreen while wet?
Yes, there are sunscreens specifically formulated to be suitable for application on wet skin. These usually have a special technology and they can be applied either on wet or dry skin.
If a sunscreen does not mention it is suitable for wet skin, we don't recommend using it in that way.
So next time you're choosing a sunscreen, keep this in mind. Next question. How to effectively remove sunscreen?
Double cleansing is a great option, especially if your sunscreen is water resistant.
Start with an oil-based cleanser, followed by a second cleanser. This will ensure you remove all traces of sunscreen in a thorough cleanse.
Now, one of the most frequent questions about tinted sunscreens. Can we use them as foundation? And yes, you can totally use them as a foundation replacement.
Tinted sunscreens provide the skin with color and therefore can help unify the complexion and provide some coverage for minor imperfections, including acne scars.
And you can find different coverage options from sheer to high. However, in some cases, using a concealer or foundation alongside your tinted sunscreen might be necessary to achieve the desired coverage.
Unfortunately, tinted sunscreens usually have limited shades available, so you might not find the best match for you. Contrarily, foundations have a wide selection of shades and undertones for different skin tones.
Also, keep in mind you generally need a small amount of foundation, but when it comes to tinted sunscreens, you'll need to apply the right amount, 2 to 3 fingers, to guarantee protection. Next question, are tinted sunscreens physical sunscreens?
Not necessarily. Tinted sunscreens can either be physical or chemical, depending on the sunscreen filters in the formula.
A physical tinted sunscreen contains only the mineral filters, zinc oxide and/or titanium dioxide.
Lastly, we have several questions wondering if tinted sunscreens are good. Are they good for oily skin, for daily use, for hyperpigmentation? Absolutely. You can wear tinted sunscreen every day, just choose one that you like to apply.
There are specific options for oily skin or for hyperpigmentation as well, but in the particular case of hyperpigmentation, you can benefit from using a tinted sunscreen because it offers additional protection from visible light. This is the end of our Q&A. If you have any additional questions, leave them in the comment section and we'll answer them.
If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to see more skincare content.
Our next video will be about after sun care. See you next time!